Tony and Melissa in the morning on WICC 600. Sponsored by Selco Heating and Air Conditioning.
Okay, good morning once again. We're at 9:08. We've got 49 degrees. And yes, we do have cloudy skies. Thanks for having a second cup of coffee here with us this morning. It's Tony and Melissa in the morning. With us here in the studio is Lashell Richardson and Keely McMullin. And they are from the March of Dimes, and March of Babies, I guess, which is an overshoot of March of Dimes, like a subsidiary. They're going to have a big event, which is coming up on Sunday, May 5th, this Sunday. Registration is going to start at 10 a.m., and they've got the Superhero Sprint at 10:30, the 5K March for Babies at 11 a.m., and it benefits the March of Dimes. That's the leading organization in maternal and child health. We're going to tell you a little bit more about the organization coming up in just a moment. Lashell, I'm going to start with you. Share with us a little bit about your story. Why do you participate in the March for Babies?
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Lashell, and my family, we have benefited from the March of Dimes and their research and their advocacy and education that they provide to the community. Back in 2009, I was pregnant with my first child. I was very excited. And unfortunately, he was born early. He was born at 25 and a half weeks. And just a fun fact that most women may know, a full-term pregnancy is defined as 39 weeks to 40 weeks. And I actually had my son Jeremiah at 25 and a half weeks. He's defined as a micro preemie. He was born weighing 1 pound and 11 and a half ounces. And he actually spent 79 days in the NICU at Bridgeport Hospital. So as this time was very, devastating to me. This was my first child. I did not know what to expect. I did not know who to turn to. So I turned to the March of Dimes. And there I was able to really use my voice to bring awareness to this issue, because this issue impacts a lot of women. Many babies are born premature every year. And the March of Dimes, their mission is to help prevent that, see what they can do to make sure that all the babies have the best start at life. So I was really drawn into their mission, and I said, you know what? I have to join with them in this fight to ensure that every mother and every baby have the best possible chance at life.
First, how's your son doing now these days?
He is great. He's actually 9.5 years old. He's a 4th grade student. Honor roll student, and he plays football. He is a running back.
Wow.
Yes, so he's doing excellent.
So he has come a long way.
He has definitely come a long way, and I have to attribute that first to God, and second to the research that is provided and the different interventions that they have nowadays to help kids be healthy and live out their purpose in life. And that's all thanks to the March of Dimes.
That's amazing. That really, really is. And what was the first thing right off the bat? What did they do for you right off the bat to help your baby?
The first thing is the education part, because I was not knowledgeable. Most of all my friends, all my family, they had full-term pregnancy. So when I went into early-term labor, I did not have a clue. And I'm a social worker by nature, and I had to learn, what can I do to help my child? So that education part, then providing the resources and the articles and just that support from people in the organization coming to help you, hearing your story and helping you through this journey was very impactful for me.
So there was a moment there of helplessness and anxiousness. What do I do? Where do I go?
Most definitely. And that's one of the things that I think a lot of women, we don't share our stories. That's one of the things that we don't talk about. Because as women, you're told you're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to have that maternal instinct. You're not supposed to be nervous. But that's not the reality.
Right, but it's not like the baby comes and he comes with a manual.
That is correct.
It's not like, hey, let's look this up. Oh yeah, page 4, section 5. You're okay. You're on your own. I mean, whether it's whether your baby is healthy or not, it is a new thing.
Most definitely.
Sure.
And I think with any new thing, it's really important to have a support system. And the March of Dimes do offer that support system. One of the things that they are launching is a website called www.unspokenstories.org, where mothers can go on there and connect with other mothers and talk about their journey of pregnancy, talk about their loss, talk about some of the challenges, and get support
Okay, and then the light bulb goes off. Oh, I'm not alone here.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And that's what the March of Dimes really want to let people to know. Everyone is out there willing to support you.
Okay, that's a great story, and it had a happy ending, and that's what really
Yes,
counts.
most definitely.
That's wonderful, and no side effects, no nothing. He's perfectly healthy today.
No, the only side effect I would have to say is he eats too much at this point.
Don't we all? Lashell, I thank you. I want to speak a few moments here with Keely McMullin. Keely, let's talk a little bit about what's happening for the March of Babies this year, like what you got going on there.
Sure. Thanks for having us today. March for Babies is March of Dimes' largest annual fundraiser, and the funds raised are critical to support the important work that Lashell was just talking about for the health of all moms and babies. This year, we're going to be marching on Sunday, May 5th, and we actually have a new venue. We typically walk at Jennings Beach, but because of the rain, we're going to be staying dry at the Penfield Beach Pavilion. So heads up, everybody, we're moving right next door to the Penfield Beach Pavilion to stay dried this year.
Okay.
And we're trying to raise $110,000 to fund the life-saving research and give all babies the best possible start.
Okay, all right. And how does that money raised, how does it help the moms that are having a problem?
Sure, absolutely. Believe it or not, premature birth is the largest contributor to infant death in the U.S. and globally. And in this country, 1 in 10 babies is born prematurely each year. Not only that, but we're really looking at the health of moms, too, because, how can you have a healthy baby if, you're not doing 100% right by mom, too? So, pregnancy-related death has more than doubled in the past 25 years, making the U.S. the most dangerous developed country to give birth in. And that's just unacceptable. We need to do more to advocate and support for change for our families. And March for Babies is a great place to start.
All right, we're talking with Keely McMullin, Lashell Richardson. We're talking a little bit about the March of Dimes and the March for Babies thing that is going on this weekend in Fairfield. If people want to get involved, what can they do for this weekend's event?
Sure, absolutely. We encourage you to start your fundraising team today at marchforbabies.org and get your friends, family, and coworkers together to support you and join us on May 5th to celebrate March for Babies. It's going to be a really fun, family-friendly event. School of Rock is going to perform. We're going to have a kid zone with bubbles and a food truck and all kinds of fun stuff as well. It's really a day of celebration for all of the success stories like Jeremiah and all the other folks who are coming together to rally to support March of Dimes.
Okay. Is there a website folks can go to?
Sure. That's marchforbabies.org. And if you search Fairfield or you just plug in your zip code, then it will bring you to the page of the March for Babies closest to you.
Okay. That sounds good. Let's hope that we get a lot of participants and we raise a lot of money. Lashell, one last question. Come on over here to the mic one more time. If you could give one piece of advice to all the moms and future moms that are listening out there, what would it be?
I would say join the fight. This is an issue that impacts everyone. This issue impacts everyone despite their cultural differences, their economic. Just join the fight. We need you. We want you. We're here.
All right. Perfect way to end it. Thank you so very, very much. Give your son a big hug from us here at WICC. I'm glad he's doing well. That's good.